children. 25th of January is Vasant Panchami in the United States and 26th of January in India. Magh Shukla Panchami also marks the emergence day of Mother Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge. Spring season starts on the day of Vasant Panchami. Spring season is also called the king of all seasons because in this season there are positive changes in nature. In this season, it's neither too cold and nor too hot. Trees start to bloom. The crops of the farmers start to ripen, and the mesmerizing chirping of birds can be heard all around. Spring communicates the emergence of bursting new energy in the whole living world. Festivals like Mahashivratri, Holi, Vaisakhi also fall in this season and are celebrated with great pomp. Spring indicates that if life has to blossom like spring, then life needs to be restrained. Sunrise to sunset, night, day, season cycle in nature, all have visions of self-control. Spring is the youth of creation, and youth is the spring of life. The use of youth with restraint and prudence can take life to extreme heights. Remembering Puja Babaji, let's start today's Sanskar class. Children, now we will chant the mantra while touching the place of tilak with the ring finger.
Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Shri Saraswati Namaha. Om Shri Saraswati Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
Now all of us children will worship Goddess Saraswati.
शुक्लां ब्रह्म विचार सार परमा माद्यां जगद व्यापिनी वीणा पुस्तक धारिणीं भयदां जान्द्यान्धकारापहां हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिकां विदधतीं पद्मासने संस्थितां वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदाम्.
Whose form is white? Who is the supreme principle of philosophy? Who pervades all the worlds? Who holds the veena and book in hands, gives fearlessness, dispels the darkness of foolishness, holds crystal beads in the hand. We worship that goddess Saraswati, who's seated on a lotus seat and gives. All the children will do a unique experiment to concentrate the mind and remove the restlessness of the mind. Tank Vidya.
Take a deep breath through both the nostrils and hold for some time. Now releasing the breath, do the japa of Om without opening the mouth, with your head moving up and down in a manner that it gives pressure on the larynx. The process should be continued till the breath is completely exhaled. It can be practiced twice or thrice. Benefits: the lung capacity and immunity power is enhanced by this experiment. Diseases related to thyroid are cured. Japa and meditation done after this exercise provides extra benefits. It opens the door of Ida and Pingla nerves and awakens Sushumna nerves as also the Vishuddhakya Kendra.
Now all the children will chant Omkar. Children, now we will do TRATAK. TRATAK increases our concentration and memory power.
It's time for story now. The title of today's story is Great Scholar from a Fool. Once the king of Vijayanagara was walking on the roof of the palace with his minister. While talking, the king said, "Minister, you say that everything is possible with satsang. But the one who does not have intelligence, the one who has poor luck, what will he get from satsang?" Minister said, "Rajan, no matter how fallen a person is, he can be elevated by satsang." Meanwhile, the king saw that some boy was carrying both shoes downstairs. So he said, "Stop this boy." The king asked the boy, "What is your name and what is he carrying in his shoes?" Boy said, "Mother asked me to bring oil. There was no utensil, so I am taking it in my shoes." The king thought, what a silly boy he is, carrying oil in his shoes. The king said to the minister, "Minister, now you make him great and show it." His parents were called. The minister said, "We will make arrangements for your maintenance and we will take your son to satsang." They got the mantra ritual done for the boy. One day, the boy was chanting. He saw that the baby bird fell on the ground from the bird's nest. Just hatched, wings unfurled, as if just dead. The child thought, what will happen to it? It does not even have a mother. Then I remembered that I heard in the satsang that everyone has God. No one is an orphan. Now let's see what the Lord of the world does for it. Meanwhile, he saw that two flies fought with each other and entered inside the mouth of the baby bird. The child filled his stomach by closing his mouth. The boy said, "Hey, it's just too much." The motivator of the fly makes them fight and puts them in the mouth of the baby bird, so that its life is saved and they go beyond the fly's birth and become a bird. My Lord is great. Later on, the same boy became a great saint whose name was Sridhar Swami. He wrote a commentary on Srimad Bhagavad Gita. While writing,
Yogakshemam vahamyaham,
he wrote,
Yogakshemam dadamyaham.
After cutting it, it went to bathe. In the meantime, little Sri Krishna, in the form of a child, came with a bundle of khichdi mixed with rice and lentils and said, "There is no khichdi in your house tonight. Take off my burden." Sridhar's wife was stunned. When she looked at the child carefully, she said, "Your lip is swollen. Who slapped you on the face?" "Your husband, Sridhar Swami. Now I shall go." Sridhar Swami returned after taking a bath. It did not take long for Sridhar Swami to understand, after listening to his wife's word in detail, that Lord Krishna himself had come to explain how he was wrong in writing,
Yogakshemam vahamyaham,
after crossing out God's,
Yogakshemam dadamyaham.
how he had been the one carrying oil in his shoes, and now how his wife had darshan of God could not understand, but he did. Sridhar Swami's commentary on Gita is very famous. After all, the words of minister proved to be true. So see children, satsang and chanting mantras can make even a great fool a great scholar.
Glory of Indian culture. In Sanatan culture, there is a ritual to worship Saraswati as the goddess of knowledge, because without knowledge, every human being is incomplete. Without knowledge, we are unable to make use of all the resources and deprived of joy of life. It is through knowledge that man makes his life prosperous. Knowledge awakens us, wakes us up from our sleeping state, and makes us more curious. It gives the power to decide between truth and falsehood. That's why we worship Mother Saraswati. Festival Special. Magh Shukla Panchami, that is Vasant Panchami, is considered as the emergence day of Mother Saraswati. Saraswati worship should be done on this day in the morning. Goddess Saraswati is also considered to be a board in the book and writing pen that are also worshipped. Mother Saraswati is the goddess of learning. Her prayer and worship help in studies and the intellect becomes sharp and virtuous. This day is considered very good for the bright future of the students. All that is needed is to worship Ma Saraswati methodically on this day. Pujya Babaji says, Ma Saraswati should be worshipped with white flowers. Kheer made of cow's milk should be offered to Ma Saraswati. Tilak should be applied to Ma Saraswati. Do TRATAK, chant the Saraswati mantra. Then children's talents will be well developed. Beyond intelligence, your intellect and talents will develop. Competition time. You will be asked a question. There will be 4 options given to you as answers and you will have to give the correct answer in 10 seconds. Question. According to Ramayana, which sage had told Lord Ram the secret of meditation of Aditya Hridaya? Options are Sage Bharadwaj. Option 2, Sage Agastya. Third option, Sage Vishwamitra. Fourth option, Sage Vasishji. The correct answer to the question will be told to you at the end of the session. Bhajan. Now we will sing Vasant Panchami special, Saraswati Kirtan.
Om Aim Namah. 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 Om Aim Namah.
Health tips. The storehouse of power, carrots. The presence of iron and sulfur in carrots purifies the blood and is beneficial in itching, boils and pimples. The yellow face turns pink. Consuming it also increases eyesight and memory power. carrots contain vitamin B complex, which strengthens the digestive system, helps in digestion of food. Carrot juice is very effective after prolonged illness. It makes the patient active, refreshed, and vigorous. It removes fatigue from the brain. It is beneficial in insomnia. By giving carrot juice to small children, their teeth come out easily, and milk is also digested properly. If mothers keep drinking carrot juice during pregnancy, there is no deficiency of iron and calcium in the body. Lactating mothers should also drink carrot juice every morning. This increases the quality of their milk. Caution: do not drink more than 1 glass of juice at a time. Do not drink water immediately after eating carrots. Carrot should be used only after removing the yellow part from the middle of the carrot. Progressive vision. Autumn comes before the spring season, which gives the message that like autumn, there comes a time in human life when relatives, friends leave the company and the situation becomes like a tree without leaves. Even at that time, just as a tree makes effort to extract the juice of life from the womb of planet Earth without getting disheartened, in the same way, a man should continue to make effort with all the faith in God and Sadguru, with the same belief that Guru's grace, God's grace is with us. Soon the dark clouds are going to disperse. You will see that new flowers of success are blooming. Buds of zeal and enthusiasm are budding. Spring has arrived in the garden of life as well. Your inner being is getting blessed with the fragrance of devotion to the Lord. Quote of the week. God Himself has said in the Gita, just as there's neither bitter cold nor scorching heat in the spring season, in the same way, to bring spring in life, one should develop the virtue of equanimity in the dualities of happiness and sorrow, victory, defeat, honor and disgrace, etc. Do's and don'ts. Tips to focus during studies. Always sit with your back and neck erect. Do not keep unwashed hands on the head. Do not study without washing your mouth. If you've done physical work or your body is fatigued, then you should not sit down to study immediately. One should not study immediately after a meal. Keep quiet for a while. Chant Om for some time. Study should be done only after praying. Never study with a restless mind and body. It wastes time and energy. Anybody who is not able to achieve success despite repeated efforts and has been disappointed, he should light a lamp under the peepal tree every Monday and do 5 parikramas of that tree in the evening. This leads to success in any work. Homework time. On the day of Vasant Panchami, children have to fast or eat food without salt, kheer, prasad, etc. Have to wear white clothes, worship Goddess Saraswati with white flowers, sandalwood and perform aarti. You will chant Om Shri Saraswate Namaha 108 times. By taking a photo in white clothes with white flowers, you will send it to the Bal Sanskar teacher. Question and answer time. Which day is considered as the manifestation day of Mother Saraswati? Question number 2. Why is spring called Rituraj, or the king of all seasons? Question number 3. What does Mother Saraswati carry in her hands? Question number 4. What are the benefits of eating carrots? Question number 5. What message does the autumn season give us? Question number 6. What lessons do we get from today's story? Question number 7. In the story, the young boy grew to become famous by the name of the saint Purnavati. Narayan, 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 Narayan. With this, today's Bal Sanskar class ends. Children, we will meet again next week with a new knowledge-enhancing topic. Till then, Hari Om. Knowledge competition. The correct answer to the question is Saint Agastya. Before the battle with Ravan, he told Lord Ram the method and importance of worshipping Aditya Hridaya, with the influence of which Lord Ram got victory over Ravan.